even if I needed a down payment, you can get it without a down payment. You can do it as little as like $10K. So in that case, we could stay in our apartment, which we obviously, once I moved into the apartment, however long we was in there, how much money you think that motherfucker saved? Then on top of that, how much do you think that we would save if we stayed in there to then want to buy a house?
She doesn't know.
The amount of money that it take to put down on a home, the average American pays less than $20K.
She doesn't know.
I'm so confused.
She was renting to own. She doesn't know.
She's like, this shit blows my mind when I see people make statements that's just like, oh, that's all they had to say. Like, and then it's still wrong.
I almost said something.
Like, what the flying F? Like,
my brain, I swear to God, I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. What's wrong with me? What is wrong? I just be thinking differently.
When it comes to purchasing a home, the average American spends less than $20K to purchase a home.
You better preach, husband.
Up to almost, at least the lease is $300,000. So in that case, if you wanted to, for example, a home like this, if it was a $500K to purchase, first off, the VA loan, there is no cap on the VA loan. So even if I put $10K down, I probably could get $1 million home.
She doesn't know.
Because I'm actually putting money down. With good credit.
No. Let me tell y'all about equity. This is what we want to do when we actually do buy homes. This is what we want to do. So we want to like buy a home, have a home. Like I really low key, because for real, it's a lot in me that like my mom used to say, why don't you just buy a home? Like years and years ago, she was like, buy a home and then just like have it be your starter home. But for me, I didn't never want a starter home.
No, nobody wants that.
But I just didn't want, you know what I'm saying? So I think I would buy a house maybe like this.
You buy a house that you feel like you can live in for the rest of your life.
That much
and then if your lifestyle changes and you want more,
I mean, I'm telling them about the equity.
You do that.
So that's why
this isn't it for us.
That's why I didn't want to buy back in the day when I couldn't afford it. Like I could afford it, but you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't afford getting in the house that I wanted to be my starter home. This to me would be like a starter home for me. You know what I'm saying? Ideally for me, because that's what I want. If I'm paying for it, I'm paying for it. So it's nobody else's business. It doesn't matter. If I wanted to buy a mansion for a starter home, that's nobody's business but mine. I saved for it. I worked for it. You know what I'm saying? It's mine. You feel me? So when it comes to like buying a house, I think that I'm going to either buy something like this or something that's a little bit like maybe smaller than this, because I heard about equity. And so what we want to do is actually buy a house, live in a house for like a year or so or two or whatever, rent the house out, buy another house. So we'll have 2 houses, then end up living there for a couple years, whatever, rent that house out. At that point, we'd be able to use those 2 houses as equity and then buy a really, really big, huge, gigantic house, because the bank sees it as you having basically like assets. So that's what I want to do. That's why we have put things into motion and plan and, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. So it's definitely coming. I honestly don't give a fuck. When I buy a house, I'm never going to look down on someone who rents, because for what? That's like me being a business owner, me being an entrepreneur, me being a YouTuber and looking down on the people who work 9-to-5s, my subscribers, my fans, my bells, me looking down on y'all because y'all aren't YouTubers or y'all don't do what I do.
And you're not predominantly, most of them are YouTubers. They might not be.
No, they're not.
They might not make a lot of money or something off of it.
Majority of the people that watch me are not YouTubers at all. So
but they could be.
They could be if they wanted to. That's not the point. It's like me looking down on them because they're not. Me looking down on them because they don't own a business. Like that's stupid.
How many YouTubers is in here right now that watch? Just put
a
1 if you are a YouTuber.
There's probably
I don't care if you got one.
You see how many people in here?
Fan.
There's not going to be 600 people in here.
One person following. If you're a YouTuber, put a 1.
A YouTuber is
if you got a YouTube channel
everyone
that
has
makes
a YouTube
content.
Channel. A YouTuber is someone who makes content. So if you have content, you have videos.
Just put a 1.
Put a 1. There's going to be ones, URIAH, obviously, but majority of the people who watch me do not have a channel. Majority. I'm talking about
most
no.
People
you don't know what you're talking about. Like you don't know what you're talking about at all. No, on both channels.
it's gonna be nothing but ones up there.
Of course it is, because they're the people who are saying one. People who don't have a YouTube channel, put it 2. Yes, 2 for no. Who's her? She oblivious to who she is. Yeah. Just someone who doesn't do content.
Damn.
Right. Thank you.
Y'all lying.
No, they're not. They don't have a YouTube
channel. How you
channel.
watching then if you don't got a YouTube channel?
They have an account. They don't have a... No. You said
like,
someone who does content, who puts their life out there. A lot of people do not do that because they don't want to. They don't want to deal with that shit. And I don't shit. I'm telling y'all, it is a lot. But it's not like me looking at y'all like, you don't have a channel. Who are you to talk to me or to comment on my channel or to subscribe to my channel? Like, you don't own a business. Who the fuck are you to sit here and look at me? Don't look at me. I have a business. Like, what are you talking about? I don't own a house. So, like, what does that mean? Like, I'm so confused. That don't make no sense. I don't think that just because someone has something that they're more or better than someone else. And I've just never thought that way. I don't even think that about my house. Wait, let me finish. I don't even think that about my house, about my husband, about my kids, about nothing. The only reason I talk my shit or I come and I troll and do this shit on here is because when people try to play with me, then I'll start to compare. That's the only time I've ever done that, because you're trying me. Don't try me if you don't want your shit put out there on the motherfucking table. If you start talking about my husband, we gonna talk about husbands.
Man.
You wanna talk about husbands? Like what? You wanna talk about houses? We gonna talk about houses.
What you want?
You wanna talk about renting? We gonna talk about renting.
Ain't nobody perfect. I had a past, okay, but that don't mean I have moved past that and have gotten better. Like, I don't understand. Like, this shit crazy to me. Oh, like, everybody just keep going back 5 years ago. Oh, he was doing this.
Who did that? Who went back 5 years, Rob? Who said that on the live? What are you talking about?
Not on the live. I'm saying, like, when people be bringing certain shit up to try to use against me. They, 5 years ago, he was this. He was that.
Right.
Like,
when you're young, that's what you should be doing. You should be learning from your mistakes.
I don't even know if it is the terminology that people utilize. I don't even know if that is the word for it, because I was so young and I was doing something at a young age.
Right, you were young.
And so in that case, like, I was doing something young that it hadn't had a term yet. Like, it hadn't, like, back when, like, everybody was turning up and using certain things. Nobody made it a term yet. And so in that case, like, today, that doesn't mean that, oh, like, I'm still doing that, because I don't. So in that case, I don't know how to, like, maybe it was, I don't even know how to describe that shit. Like using something that you used back in the day, and then you don't do it no more, and years later, are you still really considered something? No, I don't think so.
They said, what did she say about you, right? She tried to, like, well, you know, she been said shit about him, but I'm saying this go round, the fuck.
Especially when you sitting over that motherfucker, like, I just looked at
say, oh, your husband,
a ton of videos, and my motherfucker looked like.
Who looked like that? Oh, I told everyone, like, this bitch on drugs. I'm not gonna keep saying this.
Motherfucker gotta be using
over
something.
And over and over again. I'm not. Like, I'm really not. It's very blatantly obvious. Understand what you're saying.
Like, back when people was using a certain
they said, dude, you moved on and grew up and got it together. People try to throw the old you in your face because they mad you're good.
And then they want to be curious of what a person did. A person just motherfucking stopped doing something that they was doing. The fuck? It's
girl,
simple.
because she ain't really want to get into husbands all the way. That's why I said, you want to talk about husbands?
I was doing some young boy shit at a point, and I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? I was doing some young shit, and then I stopped. Simple.
Stay slurring. Liv is a non-factor. She needs shadow work and prayer. Honestly, she's definitely using coke. Honestly, though, like, I don't know. She's only going to be able to get herself together when she's ready to get herself together. Hopefully, now that she's hit her subscriber count, she knows now, like, you know, that it's serious, and maybe she'll take it more seriously and kind of like go in a different direction like everyone else has been doing, maybe that's gonna be like her wake-up call that y'all are unsubscribing from her, and that maybe she needs to actually like mother her children and not have strange niggas in and out her motherfucking bed. I mean, that's it. Is it the same mattress that she fucked her husband on?
What's a whole record?
I guess he has a whatever the fuck. A record.
He has a record.
Did a video on LIV, and did she blow that ninja? What'd you say? And did, yes, she did. She glicked it, twisted it, did all that. All the lead. It was all that. That's what we heard. Care about your kids' well-being, education. She don't give a fuck about her. She rather have her kids wearing name brand shoes and phone for school. Right, I'm so proud of the man you are. You're the best husband and father. Thank you. Ming the divorce. Stephanie. Ming the divorce ain't hit yet. She hurt, but that ain't our fault. Girl, right, be hurt on yourself. Listen, if she wanna fuck all types of dicks, she can fuck all types of dicks. I done said this in the motherfucking live before about motherfucking hoes. If you're gonna be a hoe, you can be a hoe. Just why the fuck is it on your channel for other people to see, for children to see, for other young women who are basically at that age where, you know, they're learning, you know what I'm saying? Just like your children. Like, why is that where you want to place your wholeness at? Because that's the wrong place to place it. Because now when you actually find a husband later on in life, he gonna be able to scroll on up and see you being a slut all throughout and on motherfucking YouTube. And he's gonna know that your subscribers know all of this shit. He's not gonna be able to hide it. You can motherfucking marry a hoe and turn a hoe into a housewife because nobody really knows. The people who know is like, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of people, you know, maybe like the hometown, something like that. Or maybe it was like somewhere where, you know what I'm saying, you ain't from there, so you like, I'm gonna take this bitch and I'm gonna go back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could finesse that shit. But this bitch then put this shit internationally known that she's a motherfucking hoe for everyone to fucking see. Then fucked up any types of brand deals that was coming her motherfucking way. That's why I said the bitch is not smart at all. Not financially smart. She don't give a fuck about her brand, i.e. sucking dick on motherfucking live. You don't give a fuck. I have separated my shit where I want to talk shit. This is my talk shit channel. I have separated that from my motherfucking brand because I try to twist them together, and I wasn't doing nothing crazy like this. I'm just saying I try to twist them together and do my shit that I wanted to do, that I started my channel doing, plus doing stuff that was popular, which is what made my channel grow. I still wanted to do that, but I wanted to kind of do it for all audiences, and you can't do that. So in order to not tarnish my brand, I separated myself, but now I'm not relevant because I separated myself, bitch.
Let's focus on this though real quick.
But wait, but
why
I just don't understand.
Do y'all think that this is the only income that comes into this household with 2 kids? Not only do I work, but the type of investments that we have put in, even if it's in currency, whatever form of income that comes into this house, why the fuck do y'all believe that YouTube is the only income that comes into this household?
Because the bitches like her.
It's not.
Let's just
say that. Let's simply just say that. It's not. So in that case,
what'd she say on IG about URIAH?
I hope nothing, because none of them niggas that she ever fucked with could ever fuck on me.
They can motherfucking never, bitch. You tried it, bitch. I'm dead. Man, I'm fucking dead.
That shit blows my mind.
I can't. You on drugs? Wait, what? Me, she's not playing. She's trying to get Olivia's channel down. You know, Peppa is probably in here. Oh, she said you got a PPP loan and got a screenshot. Ming, she posted right on IG. That shit is hilarious as fuck. Well, that's crazy. If he got a PPP loan, that's his business. She fantards lurking too. She posted something about URIAH.
Still gotta have a business. Still gotta have a business to do it.
But again, what I say? Hold on, wait. What I say? She doesn't know. She doesn't know. about businesses. She has no idea about anything at all, bitch. The fuck? How is that? Like, I'm just confused. Okay, my sugar husband zaddies, don't do it. Please. Please don't do it with my sugar husband zaddy. Maybe you need to get Zolo to get a business. Oh, wait, he can't. He can't get a business because you got to have a business. What they say on there? It say something about you got to have a business for a very long time for you to be able to qualify for something like that. So maybe you should go ahead and go on Amazon and get fake paperwork so that he can get a PPP loan that you so desperately obviously need, bitch. You obviously need that shit. Where's my charger? Because y'all about to die. Hold on. Where the hell my charger go? Did he take my charger? URIAH! Maybe you should go on Amazon. Did you take my charger? Did you take my charger? Can you give me a charger from somewhere? Maybe you should go buy whatever you need. Maybe an LLC. Is there a fake LLC or something that you could purchase? Actually, no, because the new PPPs, all you have to do is you have to be a YouTuber or something like that, or like something where you have some type of business or whatever. So all you have to do is like fake something that has to do with him having some, like an Uber driver. Uber drivers can get PPPs. Wait, no, strippers. All you have to do, bitch, while you sucking dick on motherfucking live, is go get him a PPP and say he been stripping. Because you saying it wouldn't be believable, bitch, okay? So I need you to just take him somewhere. You know how he undid the knot real fast so you can suck his dick, so you can lick his dick. I'm sorry, not suck his dick on live, lick his dick on live. He undid that knot so swiftly and so smoothly, bitch. He did that shit before. He did that shit before at several motherfucking bachelorette parties. Stop playing with me. Go ahead and take him somewhere, wherever you need to go, wherever you bank with, maybe Chase or something. Chase got one of them too, I think. What else got one? You can actually go to the SBA you can go to the SBA loan motherfucking website. What's the website, friends? She needs some help.